Hi guys! Today I'm doing some pottery reclaim and I thought I would take you along for the ride. So what I do is I throw pots and then trim them if I've got any pots that crack or that I don't like or that just don't work out. I put them here underneath. This is my wedging table, and then I reclaim it later. And then any trimmings I have from pots, I reclaim that as well. So all of that dries here. Got a piece here. And then I just add it to buckets with water. And that's where I'm at in the process. So I'll show you what I'm doing. So I fill the buckets about halfway. I don't have a super strong drill for mixing, so it gets mad if I do a full bucket, it doesn't go very well. All right, so I've got too much water on the top of this one. As the clay was flaking, I put too much water in, which is fine. I will just remove it before I mix it. So I leave probably about an inch of water above the now liquefied clay. I did leave this a couple days, several days, to mix with the water. And I want to leave about an inch of water on the top. Some people leave less. That's great. My drill is kind of weak. If I make it too thick, it will not blend. So that's what I have to do. And I can't do more than half a bucket at a time either, which is why I've got several buckets going here. 3 of them. All right, so I'm going to get my drill hooked up and start blending. So I've got this paint mixer that is starting to rust. Got that, and then it doesn't quite fit on my drill. So I've got an adapter thing that I put together. Didn't make it, I put it together. So I will get that ready. So that fits in there. And then I connect this to that. I really should probably be using a stronger drill, but I do not own one. And they're not very cheap. So trying to be economical here and using what I got. All right, get that nice and tight. Yep, all right, sounds good. And then I just blend till it's all smooth. Yep, and it's messy. Just got it on my pants. Oh well. All right, that one's pretty well mixed. Get off the mop again after this. That's okay. And then that one is already somewhat blended. This one is not, so the drill's not going to be happy. Alright, so I'm never going to get this all the way smooth. That will come more when I wedge it, but I want it about that consistency. I don't want any big, giant chunks. It could be a little thicker, again, if I had a stronger drill. If you've got a stronger drill, maybe use less water. But it'll just take a little longer to dry, and that's okay with me. So I can feel there's some chunks in here, but it's not anything huge. And when I wedge it, it'll all work out. So there is that. I'm going to blend the other one, and I'll see you in a sec. Hi, guys. Once it's all blended, I put it out on this cement board. It's under my table, that's why I'm smudged. Once I put it on the cement board to dry for however long it needs to dry. Usually a few days, shorter in the summer, longer in the winter. It's winter right now, so it might take up to a week. Just to see how it goes. I have tried doing this several different ways. I've tried just covering the whole board, and that works okay, but I found it dries more evenly if I do little, I call them cow pies. So I do little blobs, then I can turn them when they're dry. When they're drier on the one side. And it helps them dry more evenly. So that's what I do now, and I find that that works great. And yeah, I just scoop it with my hand. I'm a potter. Things get messy. It's fine. I've tried scooping with containers, but it just feels like it's already messy. Why not just jump in, you know? And And that's basically it. I will catch up with you when it's a bit drier. Hi guys! We're back several days later. Longer than I would normally leave it, but as you can see, it's got all these cracks, and that's because they froze. All the little piles froze because my studio got really, really cold one night. So it took a little longer than usual. Ideally, I would have flipped these, but it's drying so slow that it was fine. So at this point, I can make it into a ball with it not sticking to my hands too much. So that's about the texture I get it to. And then I'm just going to throw it in a bag, and they'll just sit and homogenize for a while, and I'll use it when I use it. Once I've got all my reclaim in a bag, I can leave it for a bit or use it right away. I can make anything out of this because it's just as good as fresh clay. Sometimes slightly harder to work with, sometimes not. And if you want a specific example of what I've made with reclaim, check out this video over here. Thanks for watching.